Well, yeah, it's actually the mandate that we had to say to the girls that we need to make sure that we get maximum points and also try to score goals. But at the end of the day, if you don't score, you won't get those maximum points. So it's like we said to ourselves, we're gonna take each game as it comes and take it in a different way because we knew that it's not gonna be easy because some of the players are new and then some of them they're still young. You understand? So it was just it's a work in process.
Let's talk about your goalkeeper, Jessica Williams.
Yeah.
You have confidence in her. You called her to go and take a free kick.
No, it's something that you see when you're watching the players. You need to look at their strength, and also look at how they play, and then also it's a confidence for her in a sense that we look at the weaknesses of Eswatini to say that the goalkeeper has certain weaknesses, and then if we can capitalize on that, we can get goals there. So we just said, like the technical team said, if we get set pieces, let's see if we can take the goalkeeper. That's when I called Jessica to say, take that set piece, because when we do sessions, you could see that she's got a good kick and she's got a technique of taking the set pieces.
And then your youngest player, Maude, she played well.
Yeah, she played well, but she started very slow because she's also nervous. She's afraid to make mistakes. So as a coach, you need to always motivate, encourage them to do well, and then that's how they get confidence. And then she managed to get that goal when we move her from their side to bring her as a striker because she can play those positions. So when we are young, we are versatile, and then also it's more of understanding what we want out of her. So you need to always guide the players to that direction.
One step in the semi-finals. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, to be honest with you, first game I couldn't sleep, thinking that what if things go wrong? What's the plan? But it's more of us saying to the girls, guys, look, let's go there. Let's have positive energy, a positive mindset. The most important thing, most of them, they never played together. We just managed to say to them, let's be a team, pass to the yellow, work for one another. So it's something that we are preaching every time when we do a lot of things, especially in a training session, when we have meetings. So we engage with them so that they understand each other. We also understand them.
As I open questions to the floor, kindly show by raising your hand if you have questions for the coach.
Good afternoon, Coach. Congratulations. When you make the kind of changes you made, leaving just 4 players from your first game, it can bring criticism. Just want to know what informed them, and do you also feel justified with the scoreline?
Yeah, I know. Sometimes as a coach, you must take risk, but at the same time, you must know what you want to achieve out of the game because remember, it's a tournament, and then if we go through to the finals, we're going to be playing 5 games. So I don't want to shock the players when you didn't give them a chance to play and you wait for the right moment. Every moment is the right moment. So when you play players like this, in this situation, you need to see are they comfortable or not, so that next time when you play the next game, how you manage those players. Because it's only 90 minutes, because we've seen that most of the players' first game, they played the 90 minutes. So we wanted to manage the players as well so that we give others a chance. So it's more of us managing the game at the same time, be wary of what is at stake. Yeah.
Coach, it's your guys from the Hollywood newspaper. Speak about the first game.
Yeah.
And in the first game, you said that your players were a bit nervous.
Yeah.
This time around, you could see that they were more confident and they played well together. What was the motivation behind that?
The motivation is always showing them what happened in the previous COSAFA. Because I can mention Selane played that COSAFA, Isabella played that COSAFA, I think Talia Smith as well played that COSAFA. Some of them they played and some they didn't play. So it's more of trying to mix so that the nerves can be down. And then if you can see, I've changed most of the players there so that to give them Ilokunjane game time. But for us as coaches, it's more of making players to be comfortable, you understand? And then also, as I mentioned, Guti, once you know the strength of the players, and then you plan according to the opponents. We knew Guti, Eswatini have 3 players that are playing up front. They will be looking to play those long balls. For us, it's more of us being creative. So it's more of me saying that let's keep the ball and make sure that we go to Eswatini. Hence, I started with Nobahle, the youngest player, and I started with Selane because we knew that if we can turn Eswatini, they will make mistakes and we can capitalize on their mistakes.
Coach, you are yet to concede. You are the team with the best record, so for one of the teams with the best record so far, with technically, in the semi-finals. Does that worry you that your defense has not really been tested in the group stages?
Yes, I'm worried because remember the game that was very, very intense, it was Namibia. We knew because now we have, in the other groups we have Mozambique, we have Malawi, the defending champions. So we've been watching the games. I know that it's going to be a very, very tough game if we meet such opponent. But for us is to build confidence from such games because at the end of the day, each and every game is different, And then also remember, as I said, the opponent that you are playing against is going to tell you which players to use in that game. And also, it's more of us having the right combination when we play those players in a game. So it's more of us saying to find the right personnel for the right game.
Have you had a chance to check on Seychelles?
Yes, we did. We've watched them today, and we saw their first game. They are a young squad, and then also they are only playing in their own half. So that's why Namibia managed to beat them so many goals because they were inviting them. They were sitting too deep. They just, what I can say with them, tactically they are not that sound, but you could see what they are trying to do. They're trying to build a team. So for them, it's a building phase. Playing such teams, it can be frustrating because of when we are used to play with an organized team, you become more tactically aware of many things. So when you're playing with such teams as Seychelles, you need to be wary of certain things because of the players needs to now to think out of the box in order to maybe, let's say, if they are sitting too deep, what is it that we're going to do? Sometimes they'll get frustrated, just kick the balls, things like that. But we have a game plan for them, and then, and they will use the right personnel for that game.
Coach, 12 men is very important. You're playing home and your last game. So, a message to South Africans to come and rally behind the girls on the 20th with the language that you are coming from.
Okay, into engathanda ukuyisho kuba ama-supporters wethu South Africans ukuthi beze bazo-support women's football, not only South Africans but the whole women's football because of the tournament is made out of ama-Lokunja and other countries, and also beze bazobona ukuthi women's football is growing in other countries and we learn from them and then the other countries are learning from us. So thina into esingaba-assura ngayo ukuthi we're going to get the maximum point and to make sure ukuthi singena ku-semi-final.